Belize joins the rest of the global community in commemorating the 30th anniversary of the Convention on the Rights of the Child and Universal Children's Day. It was on November 20th, 1989, that the United Nations General Assembly adopted the Convention on the Rights of the Child, CRC. We must all be proud that Belize was the 5th country in the world to ratify the CRC. 30 years after its adoption, the CRC remains the most visionary and universally accepted human rights agreement in history and has played a fundamental role in improving the lives of children worldwide. Anniversaries naturally evoke a desire to do some stock-taking. So, the question posed is this: is the world a better place for children? As you're keenly aware, in Belize, we have reasons to both celebrate and re-evaluate. Because while notable progress has been achieved, significant challenges remain, particularly for girls, children with disabilities, and children in disadvantaged and vulnerable situations. As we reflect on what we have done to protect, nurture, and empower our children, it is imperative that we also consider ways to demonstrate our recommitment to the CRC. We need to continue building on the progress that we have made, maintain momentum to create an environment that is safe and nurturing for our children to grow, thrive, and become the marvels that they're intended to be. In my capacity as Belize's Special Envoy, I am thankful to have had the opportunity to help bring about positive changes for the protection of Belize's children. Combating child sexual abuse and exploitation, for example, has been one of my priority areas. And as such, my office has conducted 2 conferences on the commercial sexual exploitation of children and ending violence against children, which served to put these issues into sharp focus and brought to the table those sectors of society that were traditionally not involved. Through my office, I have collaborated with key stakeholders in producing public education materials. I have co-written and disseminated 2 books on sexual abuse for children and adolescents, and have produced several public service announcements on child safety and abuse prevention. In 2013, I also successfully advocated for the passage of new laws against human trafficking and the commercial sexual exploitation of children, as well as legislation to increase penalties for perpetrators of sexual assault. As such, the justice system now has better tools to protect our children and hold perpetrators accountable. We are aware that there is still work to do when it comes to creating an inclusive society. And I'm proud to say that the Inspiration Center, which opened its doors in 2014, advocates for inclusive education with families and schools. In addition, through its services of medical care, physical therapy, speech therapy, social work, and community-based rehabilitation, it is improving the chances for special needs children to enroll in schools. This is important because, as the CRC tells us, access to proper education is but one of those fundamental steps to inclusion, which opens a door to many more future opportunities for our children to become productive and contributing adults. My most ambitious endeavor to date, a state-of-the-art pediatric and neonatal intensive care unit constructed at the Carl Kirchner Memorial Hospital in 2015, has helped to save the lives of numerous infants and children, bridging a major gap in Belize's healthcare system. Of course, these are only the contributions of my office to the overall work that has been accomplished in Belize, and I'm pleased to say that the government and civil society partners have made considerable progress towards comprehensive compliance with the Convention on the Rights of the Child. So today, if we ask ourselves, is Belize a better place for children? I think we can safely say that the answer is yes, but it is still a work in progress. We still have much more to do to ensure that each and every Belizean child is seen and treated with dignity and respect, that they are cared for, that they have a right to an education, to express their own opinions, that they are able to participate in decisions that concern them, and that they are protected against all forms of violence and discrimination, wherever they live, regardless of their ethnic or social origin, disability, gender, or any other status. Today, I ask you to join me in recommitting to the work, to redoubling our efforts with and on behalf of our children. Today's children are tomorrow's inventors, doctors, teachers, architects, leaders. We therefore must continue to create an enabling environment where each and every child within these 8,867 square miles can enjoy all their rights and reach their fullest potential. In closing, I say, together, we can do much more to help our children to achieve their dreams and become the best versions of themselves. Together, we can do more for the future of our nation. Happy Universal Children's Day to all children.